it's only fitting to wear this bad boy. You're gonna see why in today's video. But welcome everyone to another monthly favorites. One of my favorite series. I actually love doing this. We go over everything that I've picked up in terms of miscellaneous type shit, garments, footwear. Don't have any. No surprise there. We're going through movies, music, and that's about it. And also vinyl. If you guys love vinyl, check this video out. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to your mans. Selfless plug. The boys. Here on Verdugo.Vibes, we upload every Monday and Thursday. So the schedule is pinging with the podcast, which you haven't already known. I do podcast series every Monday. I've got an Instagram for it. The account is the Robert Verdugo Podcast. Give it a follow. Every Monday we just talk about certain topics related to maybe mental health. We go over just experiences that I've done. I'm going to have a few guests on the show in the next coming month or so as well, which I'm very excited for. Give it a follow, whatever the fuck it is. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. I need to plug it because I really want to get it up and running. And give you guys, like, insight for it because it's good. Because I just talk shit. I literally just fucking talk shit. And it's funny. It's so fucking... Anyways, we're going to go over, miscellaneous stuff, which I've received as gifts. I was a spoiled little kid for some reason this month, and I know why, but I'm going to tell you I don't know why. So, yeah. The first one, fragrance. Margiela by the Fireplace. Oh my days. This is sexy. When I say this is a beautiful, masculine, smoky, woody, texture type scent, you're going to fucking love this. I usually have Jazz Club. That is my almost everyday scent. It's almost what I'm known for. But this gives it a lot more of an intense smell, which is so good. And this, on a winter night, if you're wearing a biker jacket, which I don't own anyways, or even leather bomber jacket, denim, boots, and this smell, kind of just completes the look, man. Kind of get a bit of a steeze, if you know what I mean. Oh God, what the fuck. Sometimes I'll just be so fucking cringy, but anyways. But yes, receive that as a gift, and yeah, it smells fucking good, man. All right, let's just keep going. Next one, we'll get into the vinyl in a second, and we'll get into the elephant in the room. But with this, I want to get into my journal entries and organization in terms of YouTube, podcast, and just daily life shit up on track. Because my creative outlet just goes out the window. Because when I think of something, I never write it down. So this is the Otto.Journal A5.Journal. Which, if you don't know about dot journal or grid journaling, basically the inside features nothing but dots. It's all dots and no lines. So with this, you can kind of create your own journal, based on your personality and based on what you like. I blanked out for a sec. But with this, you can have your the month of March from 1 to 30. Or whatever, is it 31? I don't even fucking know. Pull 1 to 30 and then you write down what you've got scheduled for each day, what bills you have to pay, what dinners do you have, anything that's on. You can basically write it down. You go through what garments that you picked off, how much you've spent in that month. You can do whatever you want. So with this, it's basically going to be for daily entries, monthly organization, podcast entries, YouTube ideas, stuff like that. So within the month of March, when the favorites comes around, I will showcase this or even do a separate video based on this if you guys want to see it. But the one thing with this is that I really like this little red little thing going on. It's quite nice. So $15, and it's really hard to come across a dot journal. So that's actually in store rather than paying online. So if you do want to check one out, link is in the description. Oh my days. Anyways, Rick Owens photograph art book, if you could say, by Danielle Levitt. This is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. When I got this, I got given hints of you're gonna have it forever, and you can take it with you when you move houses. And I didn't know what the fuck that meant. I was legit wait, what do you mean? How take it with me when I move out? How's that work? And then I realized that it's the fucking Rick Owens book, which you can have on display as sexy decor on a coffee table, and even though the inside is just beautiful too. You can go through it every now and then. But I went through this book last week-ish, end of last week. And just like, oh my god. I wish I could show you, like, flick through. I really wish I could, but yeah, this is phenomenal. It'll go right there for the time being. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a link down below. I'm pretty sure I saw this on Amazon. Oh, and which, by the way, this features from seasons Spring Summer 14 till Spring Summer 19, I believe. So it's very recent. Goes through each and every, you know, lookbook of every season, which is pretty dope. Or like the featured looks from every season. So good. And next up, to break up the gifts, we got something that I got for myself. I decided to branch out because I saw this when I went thrifting the other day. And not the other day, it was like probably a week and a half ago. I saw this and was like, it was $5. And I know Frank Sinatra. Everyone does. Italian Brooklyn dude with a voice of an angel. And it is just a beautiful, beautiful vinyl. Frank Sinatra, She Shot Me Down. That is the album title and has like, you know, 8 songs, I believe. And the main one that I know is Bang Bang. You know, it's just pretty iconic song. So original pressing, as you guys can tell, it is super beat, but crackles in the right areas. So $5. Go thrifty, man. You can find a really good vinyl record. Frank Sinatra, very iconic dude. So very, very pleased with it. And lastly, the reason why I wore this tee is for this. Yeah. It's so good. It is fucking phenomenal. It is just beautiful. It takes me back to the movie. This is the original motion picture soundtrack from Joker by Hideo. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing that name. It's just... Every time I listen to it, like, I got this because this was a Christmas present, but it came late. Super thankful for it because when I put it on, it took me back to the movie. Like, one of them is titled Bathroom Dance. The iconic scene where Arthur goes into the bathroom after shooting 2 of like the white-collared Gotham City people, whatever. Goes into the bathroom and just dances, and that brings out like that's like the change into the Joker that went from Arthur, a mentally disabled, a mentally ill individual, to an insane Joker. And that was like the iconic scene. On the inside, this I want to get framed. This is sexy. It is. These. Anyways, Joker, put on the mask, crying. Just. It's so good. And on the back, we've got like people who composed it, you know, arrangements, people on the instruments, every single person on here. So yeah. And yes, purple vinyl. Damn. Person who got this, if you're watching this, you fucking killed it. You absolutely killed it. But yeah. Oh shit, probably should put that away. But yeah, if you guys want to check this out, it was on pre-order for a very, very long time. And every time I listen to it, it takes me back to the movie. So, and Joker for me is like one of my top 5 films of all time. It is just insane. So yeah, Joker soundtrack, happy days. Now we're getting to the good part, even though that was very, 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 very good. We're getting to the clothing, which you guys are mostly curious for. And first up, we've got a brand from Australia who hit me up. So every time an Australian brand hits me up, if I really like their stuff, I will support them. So this brand is called Examples, and they did send me out their logo tee. So it has examples with like an X at the end. So example sex. That's kind of what I'm getting through it. You know what I mean? Catching a vibe. Catching vibes. And with this, I'm pretty sure it's a 300 GSM Portuguese cotton, which is a very stiff, structured, but not thick type cotton, if that makes sense. Double layered neckline, which I was very surprised with, and it's very, very simple and nice touch. Back seam going down the back, and then the sleeves are a bit more exaggerated, which I really like. This is probably my favorite part of the tee is the sleeves. The width is good, but the only complaint that I have is that it's too long. Now that's the only thing that I really go up in my tees is I have like very broad shoulders. I want a boxy tee, but every time I size up, it's always too long. So the only thing I'm really going to do to this is just crop it and make it a lot more my type of length. That's the only complaint that I have. Apart from like the length of it, the width is sick, sleeves fit sick, neckline fits good, and actual print at the front is very subtle when you wear something over the top. It's not really in your face type of vibe, but I fuck with it regardless, and it's good to support the local brands too. So we also got a code, so if you want free shipping, chuck in Verdugo at checkout. I'll leave a link for their website down below. But moving on, we'll get into something a lot more smarty. You know, a lot more of a smart, formal type look. I'm a bit iffy on this because I didn't know how I was gonna go. Because I saw it and it was supposed to be just normal blue, but I realized it's like checkered, very, very tiny checkered, and I don't know how I feel about it. But this got from ASOS. I believe it was around $18 or $20. It's just a wide fit, definitely a wide fit, short sleeve, smart, casual type shirt. So buttoned up, no revered collar, just a simple, normal collar. Sleeves, wide, and it is a little bit long, so I will definitely get it cropped too. But yeah, this was $20. The only thing I'm complaining about is like the checkered pattern, which is very, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on camera, but yeah. I mean, it's not, it was just something I was like, you know what, let's give it a go. If it doesn't work, I can return it, but with this, I might keep it because it's a lot more of a smart look. If I get into corporate world, when I get into marketing, if I have to wear shirts all the time, I can wear that, and it's not so, you know, streetwear, more my style. It's a lot more formal, if that makes sense. But this next one, oh my god, got a lot of fucking compliments on this shirt, and I paid $16 for this fucking shirt. This is 100% viscose, revered collared short sleeve shirt. I'm in such a weird mood today. But anyways, from ASOS, wide fit, semi-wide fit, and it's a perfect length. Beautiful type of length. It's like something that not many people get right because it's just my body type. Wide and short is not, you know, it's really hard to find brands that do shit like that. So with this, we've got the revered collar. I did give it a bit of a nice iron, so hopefully it came out okay. And I do have a few stains on there from the other night. George, if you're watching this, you're a fucking idiot. Wore this on Valentine's last week because, you know, Red Steez got it especially for that occasion. But with this, we've got the vertical stripes in navy, white, and red just complement each other really well. And life hack, if you don't know, wear vertical stripes if you want to appear taller and slimmer. Just go to, I do that every single time and it works. So with this, absolutely love it. And especially, you know what's good is here, it's actually horizontal because you appear a lot wider up top and then taper down the bottom. All about the mental, boys. All about the mental. But moving on, this one I love it. I fucking love it. Like when I got it, I initially didn't love it because it was too long, and I pulled out the scissors. I pulled out the sewing scissors and was like, you know what? Like, who gives a fuck? Who really cares? So this is from Newark, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Newark, from ASOS. So this I paid like $30 for, and I really wanted something that was a contrast shirt, whether it be like contrast pants or whatever, something I look for in the future. But I really wanted a short sleeve shirt that had that contrast stitching. If you guys haven't seen Next in Fashion, which I'll explain about soon, you'll get where I'm coming from. But with this, we've got the contrast stitching in black that goes down the middle, down the side, on the collar, shoulders, sleeves, and I took scissors and I cropped it because it was too long. Like when I received it in the mail, it was like up to my knees, and I was like, yo, why the fuck would you make it that long? Honestly, like you don't do that. But with this, I definitely wanted to go more Prada-esque and go for a lot more cropped, wide fit type vibe. So the wide fit they got perfectly. It's super wide, it's nice, but it was too long. Took the scissors, gave it a bit of fray, and if I don't like it in the future, I will get someone, because I can't do it, to hem up the bottom with the contrast stitch if I need to. But I feel like I vibe with it, you know. It's a bit of a steez. I don't mind it. So that was only like $30, so I'm pretty pleased with it. It is denim material type 2. White denim, something that I don't mess with at all. So I really went out of my comfort zone to get something like that, and I kind of fuck with it. So you guys let me know what you think down below. But moving on, lastly, which you guys saw on my vintage pickups, is the military, almost helmet laying type steez military jacket. So we've got the 4 pockets. The sleeves actually can come off and can make it a vest. So with this, I do need to get it dry cleaned because it is very dirty. And something I didn't realize is that actually the inlining is starting to come out. If you guys can see, I don't know what the fuck it is, but you get where I'm coming from. Very helmet laying-esque, very militarian, which I really love, and the color's sick too, like an army green khaki. So That was only $6. If you haven't seen my vintage pickups, card is in the top corner. But yeah. Moving on, I believe that was all. I don't have any shoes. So I want to get into the music, which I've been vibing with over the month of February in 3, 2, 1.
Through the curtain, I'm sure they out to get me. She ride my ass like 10 speed. She hyper, I'm a caffeine.
Switch rule your bitch, This what I call an assist, Tell them this ain't that and that ain't this. What the fuck am I wrist?
Like magic, like magic, like magic. Magic, magic, magic.
On this year, gone this year. Man, I eat rice and stew and I'm strong this year.
Atlantis is so incredible. Looking at your face is so regrettable. Better fix your mother, gotta rush you to the medical.
No, we don't kiss and tell. No, we don't kiss and tell. They wanna know if I link that girl. No, I don't, but her name rings a bell. If I pull up on the strip, it's murder. Pull up in the whip, it's murder. Pull up on your chick, it's murder. Pull up with a stick, it's murder.
If only you saw the amount of shit I cut out from this video. Fucking hell. But anyways, hope you did enjoy the music portion. Now we get into the movies, which I've been vibing with and I've watched over the course of Feb. One of them was Uncut Gems. What the fuck? What the fuck was that film? I don't get it. Like, if you've seen it, you know where I'm coming from. But it was just weird, okay? If you've seen it, you know why I'm reacting like this. If you haven't seen it, basically, Adam Sandler is... his character actually is a rich Jewish... crazy as fuck rich Jewish individual who owns a jewelry shop. But he's super, super in fucking debt. And you just scream at the fucking TV the whole time you're watching it. And it aggravated me the entire film. So, yeah. His steez was good. I loved the way Adam Sandler dressed in that film. It was so good. But just the film in general, it was just a lot going on. It was very overwhelming. And definitely not for the right occasion where I was to watch it. But nevertheless, I think it was still a pretty good film. But yeah, it was just more of like a... I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. But moving on, a Netflix series which I watched from start to finish in a couple days. Because that's very rare for me to do. I usually take months and years to finish one TV series. This one was called Next in Fashion. So Next in Fashion is a reality TV show on Netflix where it is a bunch of creative directors. No, there's only one creative director on there, or trying to be a creative director. A lot of them are all designers, and they all make their own clothing from scratch. And you go through each episode, and each episode gives off a different look. So one of them will be based on lingerie, one of them will be based on activewear, one of them will be streetwear, and one of the very last ones is military. Oh my days. But yes, there's a bunch of designers, and each episode a team gets eliminated, and then you get to the finale. Now, the reason why I got that contrast stitch is because of Daniel Fletcher. That brand is incredible. And he designs so well. You watch this series and you get gassed because the way that they make stuff from scratch and the way that it's so creative about it to make stuff that's so out there from scratch using fabrics that, are very hard to work with. There's nothing really much else to say. I got really fucking G'd up from it. And the person who won it, just props to them. Props to them. They fucking killed it. But anyways, moving on to the last one, which I've only seen the first season of, was Peaky Blinders. Once again, costume design in that film is impeccable. It's set in the 1920s in Birmingham, I believe. It's a gang, a small family gang. That's not really so small, it ended up becoming really big. But Peaky Blinders, set in the 20s, it's just the attitude and just the vibe and style that they give off is incredible. Fabrics that they use for the costume design and just the style that they give off. Oh, it's so good. Just the trousers. The trousers are just so perfectly altered to sit on top of a boot with that dark grey charcoal textured material. Oh man, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's so good. Very, very happy with it so far. 5 seasons. I know season 6 is up for production, or season 5 or whatever. So I will finish it by the time we get into the next monthly favorites. For sure. So that'll do for today's video. Make sure before you go, don't leave just yet. Please don't. Just subscribe and like the video because we upload every Monday and Thursday. My schedule is peaking and I'm loving it. So I do the podcast every Monday. Give it a follow. It's the Robert Verdugo podcast. I've got an Instagram. We're on SoundCloud. We're on Spotify. We're on iTunes. We're getting up and about. And then I upload every Thursday as well with just these normal type videos. So please give it a like, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. I'm out. Peace.